What the fuck is that black oily substance? Oh, that's what that is. Good morning. It's been a bit since I've done a video. Life has just been pretty hectic. If you can hear cars and trucks in the background, nothing I can do about that now. Is that's in my new house and it's next to a road. So yeah, it is what it is. So just having a quick update on where life is, because I haven't had much time to do anything because I've been too busy doing things. A couple of videos ago I mentioned that I was looking at a property and I bought a bit of a new house, so the last couple of months have just been absolutely hectic. Hence that last very average video was just some crap I had left over and I just hadn't had time to do videos. I still haven't. So just doing a quick update on where things are and potentially a few plans of things to do and some just crap, dumb shit that's happened lately. So I've been in my house just on a month now and just setting up houses after, because I was in my last house like 15 years. So the amount of crap that I had is just mind blowing to me. So I have a bigger shed now, but it's not that much bigger. This is the first time they've all been together. So I've got the Cobra, the Mini, and the Dirty Cortina. And I say Dirty Cortina because it's filthy. It's more brown than black at the moment. Never mind. So, yeah, moving aside, which sucked, and still does because it's still unpacking shit and trying to figure out where I'm going to put everything. It just, through circumstance, it's just been an absolute shit show for almost everything I own. The only thing that I own, my wife's car's fine, but everything I own, the only thing that hasn't given me trouble is the Mini. I'm still driving there whenever I can. It's currently blocked in because the Cortina's is clutch let go. And not clutch itself, I'll get to that in a minute. So, yeah. This is just going to be a boring rant about how just random dumb shit can affect your time, and it's why I haven't been making videos. Well, some of it anyway. So to move to my house, I'll try and make this as fast as I can. To move here, we were allowed to move a bit of stuff before we bought the place, because we bought off someone we know. But my plan was to put everything into my current shed that I owned, so then we could just back the truck up the driveway and move from there to there, just way easier. So I'd organised to put the Cobra at a friend's house, and she just lives just around the corner from the new place, like literally a 2-minute drive. So, and the Mini, because they're so small, didn't care, they could sit in the back of the shed. So put the Cobra on my trailer, drove it out to her house, unloaded it. Sorry, someone just crashed into my fence. No idea what that was. Carry on. Where were we? Yeah, promptly found out that I could not get it into her garage because my car was so slow. And no, there was no chance of blocking it or jacking it. It just wasn't happening. So we went back to put it on the trailer, and then she pointed out, how come one of the wheels is a little bit cockeyed? And I was like, oh, that's just because I backed it up. And then on closer inspection, I was like, no, it's because all 5 wheel studs had come loose and eaten absolutely destroyed the wheel, the brand new wheel was on it, and all 5 wheel studs. Not my best work. What the fuck happened there? So I won't get into how that half an hour trip, round trip, that's how long it was going to take, turned into 8 hours of restarting the wheels, basically almost on the side of the road, with temporary wheel studs just to get it done, cannonballing it an hour away, and then having to restart them again the next day with the right wheels, with the right studs. Cool. Yeah, never mind. So that's trailer incident 1. I'll try and make this as quick as I can. And at the front of this video you would have seen a pile of oil. That's because I picked the Cobra. When I got here, I went and picked the Cobra up and made the bad decision to ask my mate if he wants to go for a quick run up the road. And I mean, it was only 200 meters up the road to an intersection, turn around, just a quick zip and back. And I knew this thing was low. The sump, I knew it was low. But what you couldn't see in the road, because the road was black, is the tracks where your tyres drive. They had worn a big patch out of the road, and there's a hump in the middle, but you couldn't see it because of the colour and just the texture of the road. So we hit that, promptly tearing a hole in the sump. Hit that hard. Well, don't get me wrong, not that hard, but it was, well, we felt it. Don't get me wrong, we felt it. It grabbed the nut and unwound the nut off the sump as well. But I was already pulling over. We would basically hit it and we're pulling over, and a big trail of oil. No damage to the car or engine whatsoever except the big hole in the sump. Good times. Alright, so the next one, the Cortina. It'd been a while. I hadn't driven this thing in well over a year. So I picked it up, put it in the shed. Everything seemed to be going well. I thought, I'll just zip this into town, put some gas in it, because I live out of town now. And cameras are so heavy. Change arms. So, this is already starting to take too long. So zipped into town, put some gas in it, and if there was a testing station open, I was thinking about running it through for a warrant. And I got into town and thought, oh, I'll pick something up for my chains on the way past. Got new sparklers for it. Went outside, started it, backed out, drove out of the driveway, clutch went to the floor. I was like, so I managed to jam it get it going, and just ram first, second, and third, and drive it home in third gear, 5 k's out of town, to 6,000 revs all the way home. And the clutch throw lever, which I built probably over a few beers 10 years ago with an arc welder, gave up. And when I see the weld on it, I can't believe it lasted 10 minutes. So that's all rebuilt. I just had to bleed the clutch so I can, because I had to pull the master cylinder out, I just haven't bleed the clutch. Oh yeah, good times. Okay, another truck pulling out now. Then my chainsaw died. So when I was halfway cutting through a tree, I was just going through all the things that just. Then my ride-on that came with the property, which is nearly new. Steering shaft just about snapped off. So just lots. Basically everything with the set of wheels I own. Even my trusty daily driver Ranger. Now the Ranger did nothing wrong, but next month that is going in to get fully repainted because some effing moron in an industrial lawnmower sprayed it with rocks by going where it was all parked properly, drove up onto the rocks along the verge of a fence line, and I seen him do it, and he did it with a smile. He did it on purpose. He sprayed both sides of my ute bad enough to dent and remove paint down both front guards, both doors, front and rear, and both rear quarters and tailgate, and one even hit the C-pillar on the back of the car, and enough for insurance to pay out on a near full respray of my ute. Yeah, so I have to go with that out of car for a couple of weeks. So I've just got a little note because I've got a terrible, terrible memory. Yeah. But one of the good side of things that really annoyed my wife, who initially now she loves it, is during the move of our house, in my infinite wisdom, I decided I needed a new side by side. So there was an 8-hour round trip for me to go and buy the side by side, which she is adamantly against. Not now. Now she loves it. I can't get her off it. She just, because we've got a couple acres out here, she's always just throwing a young fella and cousins on the back, and just and just can't get her off it. She loves it. But yeah, that caused a couple of arguments. Me halfway through the move, taking a day out to go drive to buy a side by side with an engine problem, and here she is. Yeah, in all her glory. Red Dragon's her name. I bought it with a engine overheating issue, and the guy assured me his wife was a mechanic. So, it's a Hyson 700. It's exactly the same as the last one I had, the yellow one, which I never thought I'd buy again. And I can tell you, wow, the 700 and 500, they are just a different machine. The 700, like, I've got a tennis court here, well, an old tennis court, it's an old grass court, and now it has several donut marks on it, which my wife is very less than impressed about. Testing this thing out. The old yellow one wouldn't even, couldn't even barely spin the wheels in the mud when I got it bogged. This red one, you stomp it and it'll just turn around. It is awesome. But yeah, so the overheating issue. It pumped a bit of water out because they were working it pretty hard. Well, the fan stopped working at one stage, and I reckon they just filled the radiator back up. I'll tell you what, this angle makes my shed look big. It is not. I can fit the cars in them and I can walk around them, but it's still not big enough. So with these, a lot of side by sides, you have to bleed the system, and to do that, sometimes you have to jack the wheels up because the bleed and the radiator are about the same level. So I bought this. I paid more than I wanted to, and then so I got it back home, and yep, it was not cycling water. It was just, I was like, okay, water pump. It's not a major. So I just filled it up with water, cracked the bleed screw. No water came out, so I jacked it up, and then you could hear the hissing of water escaping, then water pumped out, filled the radiator up. I've been driving it for a month, no issues. So that's a win for me. So I needed one of those. Gun stuff, unfortunately, not really enough land here. Well, there is enough land, but the way it's situated is it's not safe to shoot. Like, I might build up a big backstop and shoot 22s. We're just shooting slug guns with my young fella, but there's no houses directly or highway facing it. But safety first. I always got to think of the possibility of ricochets and things like that. I'm thinking about building a ridiculous backstop, and I've got a big chunk of AR 500, so 22's never going to get through that. And haven't met the farmer yet because I back onto a farm. So plan is to get buddy with him, and then if all goes well, build a range on the back of his farm. But we'll see. That's a wait and see thing. And then the last thing. Almost broke my leg the other day doing something I shouldn't have with a chainsaw and cut a branch, reaching way up. I didn't film it because I knew I would have put it online and it would have wound up on a fail army video, so I didn't do that on purpose in case what happened, and it did. Yep, my letter's now bent. I'm not limping anymore, and the bruise is just about subsided. But yeah, so then last week, a mate of mine gave me a ring and said, "Hey, can I borrow your trailer this weekend? I might have to go and get something." I was like, "Of course you can." And didn't say anything more. Then about lunchtime Friday, he rang me up. He goes, "What are you up to?" And I said, "Oh, I'm at work." He's like, "Oh, hey, can I still borrow your trailer?" I was like, "Yeah. When do you want it?" He's like, "I'm on my way there. I'm on my way there now." I'm like, "Mate, I'm at work and I've got the keys to the padlock in my ute." He's like, "Oh, okay. I'll bring a grinder." so, so he bought an angle. He called into his mate's house, grabbed an angle grinder, cut the chain off so he could borrow it, and he was driving 7 hours each way to pick up his camper van that someone had borrowed. And on the way down there, the spare tire came loose off my my trailer, went under the trailer, and catapulted itself up and went straight into the front axle. He didn't even notice. Like he didn't even. He barely got an hour's sleep. He went down there and just followed his van home. And luckily, he didn't load it up because it would have been probably a catastrophic failure. He didn't notice. No, I got no. It was an accident. It's one of these things that happens. So it's just get over it. I've fixed it now, but it took a lot more work than I thought, as it always does. But yeah, it bent the axle, snapped it. Yeah, just about snapped in half. Ruined both tires. Because when it came back, the tires were faced like this. Now he didn't notice because it was pitch black, and it's just one of them things. So, like I say, almost everything I own with wheels, bar my Mini, has had an issue the last month. Oh, that is what it is. So yeah, that's where I'm at. This is already way too long for my first life update. I know all three of you that watch my channels will probably turn it off like 25 minutes ago. In case there's one of you out there with ADD or something, bored and watches it. That's where life is at the moment. Yeah, I'll tell you, lifestyle sections are a life sentence block. I've been trying to, yeah, my lawn alone is an acre. Uh, so just to mow my lawn is a couple of hours on that on the ride on. Overgrown trees and I'm just gonna try and make it as maintenance free. Basically, I want to build it so if I can't get to it on my ride on, it doesn't get mowed. That's the plan. But it is a lot of work. Oh, turn you around. I'm trying to do this in one take. Yeah, that pile. That's just a pile of branches that I've been accumulating, and I don't think it showed how big that is. That is about 3 times the size of your average ute. Yeah, that is a massive pile, and I'm not even started. I haven't really got anywhere to put that because I don't think I'm allowed to burn it here. One more thing to get buddies with the farmer. See if I can use his burn pile. But that's where I'm at. Red Dragon here. He's a beast. My son's 6 years old, and all he wants me to do in the world is supercharge the side by side. He doesn't even know what that means. He's seen it on TV. So it's a struggle to explain to him why we're not doing that. Because we're going to supercharge something, it would probably be one of these. But yeah, love that view, but it's temporary. I'm probably going to go and put the Mini's warrant rego runs out at the end of this month, and warrant registration it's the 2 different fees you have to pay to drive a car on the road in New Zealand. Rego you can't fail, but you have to have a warrant to get a rego, and the warrant, which this will pass again, is they've just changed the laws so classic cars can go to a year between warrants, but I just missed out, so it was only 6 months, and 6 months is just about up. And I just, if it's Want to make a bit more room in my shed for a little bit while I do some work on cars, because I've literally done nothing to the Cobra except replace the sump. Oh yeah, and I had a spare sump already because I knew I was going to need one to modify. Just wasn't expecting to have to change it. So now the other sump is going to be the one I modify. Yeah. Now, while you're here, I'll just show you it because I've still got it. Not a bad window. 20 minutes of me. Oh man, sorry. Here we go. Alright. Yeah. That's a nice big hole. And yeah. Good times. So that's where life is. I'm going to stop wasting your time. Well, I'm picking you're not even there anyway. I'm just talking to myself. That's what I do. But yeah, so I'm going to try and do more car stuff, more gun stuff, and do some more hunting missions. There's a few plans, but I've just got to get life sorted first. Thanks for your time, and have a nice day. Oh yeah, P.S. I'm thinking about changing the channel's name, because Criminal was the car channel was originally around about this car, the Cortina. Now I've got 3 cars I'm done, and Criminal doesn't really cut it. The best name I've come up with so far is what my nickname used to be with the boys. I used to be called Phil's Towing, because back in the day I was the only one with a car that had tow ball on it, one of my old Hiluxes. So anything needed to be towed or picked up. I was always that guy. I was rung up at 2 in the morning, hey, my car's broken down, can you come and get me? I'm like, yep, because I'm that kind of guy. So my nickname was Phil's Towing. And then I got a welder and started making dumb shit and doing really poor jobs of it, but I started calling myself Phil's Towing and Fabrication. So and with and I even had my slogan, no warranty implied or given. so I might change the channel's name just to that, maybe. Yeah, if you can think of a better name, feel free to let me know. But hey, thanks for your time, and have a nice day.